Those who entered the garden of the Willibaldsburg in Eichstätt on a day in spring or summer some 400 years ago saw and smelt an unusual abundance of flowers and herbs from all over the world. Fragrant roses and lilies, tulips in gorgeous bloom, sunflowers and crown imperial lilies, as well as exotic plants like hibiscus, fig, aloe and bell pepper. This variety, for which the Eichstätt garden would soon be widely famous, inspired one of the most elaborate and impressive botanical publications of its days. The Nuremberg apothecarian Basilius Besler convinced Johann Conrad von Gemmingen, the prince bishop residing on Willibaldsburg and known as a man of a distinguished taste, to make his garden's beauty accessible to the world in form of a book. Under the supervision of Besler, a total of 367 flower plates with more than 1,000 types of plants, most of them in their original size, were made in only 2 years. The then very fashionable and hence very precious bulb plants like tulips, lilies and hyacinths make for the largest share of the flower depictions. Partly worked in finest coppers and printed on large sheets of laid paper, the production gobbled up a total of 18,000 guilders. To get an idea, a hand-colored copy went for 500 guilders, the equivalent of a house. In 1613, the first edition of the Hortus Eistetensis was printed in 300 copies. The Prince Bishop did not live to see its release, as he had died a year before. More editions were published. The last was the anniversary edition from 1750, but the plates were always printed from the original coppers. The famous Eichstätt garden was around for just a few decades before it got largely destroyed when Swedish troops conquered the castle in 1633 during the 30 Years' War, a little after Besler had died. However, its richness and splendor survived the ages in the Hortus Eistetensis, and when browsing through it, the reader gets an opportunity to go onto a journey through time to the world of flowers and plants in the days of Baroque.